Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. Today Jules and I are back out in the Coachman Travel Master and we have just arrived at Oakdown Holiday Park, which is on the outskirts of Sidmouth on the Devon Coast. Now I love Sidmouth, it's a beautiful traditional seaside town. In this video I'm going to show you Oakdown Park, then we're going to jump on the bus which we get right at the entrance of the park and go down and see the sea and the beach and get some lunch. So let's make a start first of all with the campsite. Now this one I think offers excellent value for money and I'll go into that soon. But first of all, let's just have a look at our pitch. So we arrived here at Oakdown actually yesterday. The drive-in is really straightforward. It's all main roads. We came via Bridport. If you need somewhere to stop to restock on food, there's a brilliant Morrison's at Bridport, great for motorhome parking. It was then A road all the way in and we arrived at the entrance. The first impression of the park as we pulled in was, wow, this looks fabulous. Jules and I both said, wow, this looks great. Pulled in, went into reception. I'm going to show you reception very soon as we walk around the park. Once I'd got checked in, one of the members of the site team showed us our pitch. And here it is, we're on Evergreen and this is number 5. So the pitches vary in size. Now here at Oakdown, you can come in your camper van, your motorhome, your caravan, your trailer tent, your tent, whatever it is, probably even your tent box. The choices of the pitch are grass, and then there's hard standing with electric, and then there's hard standing fully serviced as well. So this one is a hard standing with electric. And this has cost us £55 for 2 nights. I've also had a look for summer. So in August, it goes up to around £30 a night for hard standing with electric, which I think for August school holidays is pretty good value. It is a family friendly site and it's dog friendly as well. So this is our pitch. The way the site is set out, we'll just have a pan round here. There's different sections throughout the site. So as I say, we're here on the Evergreen and then there's different sections. Down there's a different name. And then down here you've got Oak Row and then Chestnut Grove there. So when you arrive, you do get a map as well. And it's all beautifully laid out. As well as having the touring pitches, there's also static caravans here that you can hire. They have seasonal pitches if you want a seasonal pitch a tourer. And they've also got some glamping pods as well. You can hire all of these throughout the season that they're open. So that's the accommodation. What we'll do, I'm going to get my bag, because you always like it when I carry my little backpack. I'm going to get my bag, lock up the motorhome. So let me do that. And then we'll have a trundle around the site. Now, on the site, there's a fabulous amenity block. I'll take you up there. I've already been in there myself, so go have a look at that. There's a massive playground as well. We'll have a look at the motorhome service point. And then just across from the site, part of the site itself, there's further touring area. And there's also a pitch and putt and a coffee shop that does food as well throughout the day. So let's head off and explore a bit more. Just at the end of our row where we are, here's the children's playground. Now it's absolutely huge, there's loads to do in here. A lot of this equipment was new last year, 2025. So you've got slides and swings and climbing frames and all sorts of things. So loads of things to keep the kids entertained. The other thing there is, I've already mentioned it's dog friendly. Just here, now this is actually free of charge to use and this is for the dogs. It's a dog wash, but it's a real VIP dog wash experience. And I'll just show you this. This is the hut here. It's all solar powered as well. It's called Clean Paws. So if you've been down to the beach with your dog or your dog's got a bit muddy, in here you've got a dog shower, as we can see here, so you can put your dog in there. And then there's also a pet dryer as well, so on and off speeds, high and low. So yeah, fabulous. I don't think I've ever seen a little pet wash quite like this on a site before. So you've got your pet wash there. There's also a fabulous dog walk and it takes you to the donkey sanctuary. I'll put a link in the description, but this area is well known for the donkey sanctuary here, and it's literally situated a short walk from us. The path to it, you go just out of the site, turn right and then immediately left and follow that trail. So not only is it the dog walk, it's also for anyone that wants to go to the donkey sanctuary. There's loads to do down at the donkey sanctuary. As I say, I'll put a link to it. If you're wanting to walk down to Sidmouth, it is possible. It's about 4 miles, so you might be best just jumping on your pedal bike if you've got an e-bike or something. And again, to get to there, what you're going to do is go out of the site gate and turn left down the lane. And that's where Jules and I are also going to go and get the bus, so I'll show you that shortly. Next up, we've got the amenity and the facility block here. And as we get there, we come across and there's the motorhome service point. Jules and I haven't used it as yet because when we arrived, we'd actually got quite a bit of water still on board. So you've got your grey waste and there's taps for drinking water. You will need your own hose pipe. So yeah, motorhome service point. And that then leads on to the facility block. Now, dotted around the site, it's fabulous. There's bins everywhere, bin points, fresh water, grey waste, and then the odd chemical disposal point. The one I've been using is here on the amenity block. There's also the recycling point here, and then the amenities. This is fabulous. It's got an electric door, so it opens up. There's ladies and gents. Now, in the ladies, there's a number of toilets and showers. The showers are red hot. I used them last night. Fabulous. They are the push and release, so unfortunately it's not a constant one, but again, I didn't have any issues. There's an accessible facility in here, and there's also a family room which anyone can use, and in there there's a bath and a handheld shower. You do have to pay for hot water. It's £1 for 15 minutes. There's also a fabulous laundry room as well. So all the facilities are here in the amenity block. Right, let's continue on our travels and make our way over to reception. This is the main entrance where Jules and I drove in. When you are arriving, you need to come in and bear round to your right. It is well signed, it tells you exactly where to go, all arrivals. We pulled up just there and stopped, and I went into reception. If you've been on site and you've already checked in, you can drive in and just head off straight up to your pitch. So we pulled in here, and then the entrance to reception is just round this corner. So I ventured in there, and they're open nearly all day, I think, sort of 9 till 6:15 for any advice that you need. I got a really friendly welcome. I got all the information I needed. So yeah, fabulous when I arrived. So that's the reception area. What Jules and I are doing now is we're going to venture out. There's a bus stop just outside the gates here, and that bus is going to take us down to Sidmouth. If you want to go further afield, if you actually go out to the main road and turn right, there's a full bus stop up there for the big buses that go all over Devon and head off in all sorts of directions, so you can get the bus there. And as I've already said, as well as the bus to Sidmouth, you can walk or cycle as well, heading off down the lane. The coffee shop is literally across the road. You just literally cross the lane here. It's a couple of minutes walk, and there's also a 9-hole pitch and putt there as well. So if you want to practice your incredibly advanced pitch and putt skills, get yourselves on there. I don't know how much it is, but you do get a £1 discount if you are staying here on the park. And Jules and I have tested out the coffee shop. We went to have a coffee yesterday. Jules got a cookie, and tomorrow morning we're going to have breakfast there because they do breakfast, lunch, and later on into the afternoons they do pizzas as well. So yeah, let's go have a look at this bus stop, get on there and venture off down to Sidmouth. We got the bus, here it is. So we jumped on there. It was £3 each for a single journey, and we've got off at the Triangle in Sidmouth. This is where the bus actually does come to a stop. It's the 899. That'll obviously then do the route round again. So we'll get that to get back up to the campsite. So this is the Triangle. So when you get off the bus, I'll let the bus go past. If you literally head off down there, the sea is in that direction. It's literally probably a couple of minutes, if that, walk, or the Sidmouth town centre is in that direction. So what we shall do is we're going to venture into the town centre first of all, take a quick look up there, and then we're going to get onto the seafront, and then we're going to go to the Fort Cafe and have some lunch. So let's trundle off in this direction first of all. So from the Triangle, we've walked up into the town centre of Sidmouth. There's loads of cafes, pubs, shops, loads of bits to see there. Lovely, cobbly areas, absolutely lovely. And we've now made it onto the seafront. We've literally just popped straight out from the bottom of the sort of the town centre street. So panning round, obviously you can see the beautiful Sidmouth beach. So this is quite a pebbly beach. Earlier, the video before this, we were at Swanage, which was a lot more sandy, but here it's a lot more pebbly. But still dog friendly. I don't know the timings, so have a look on the council website that will give you information like that. Jules and I, we're literally going to start walking in that direction and down to the Fort Cafe. That's where we're going to head to. There's lots of places to eat and drink in Sidmouth, obviously. If you're cycling down, you can cycle down from our site And then if you carry on out of Sidmouth, there's a really steep hill going back out, and you can cycle along to Budleigh Salterton. There's another fabulous beach there as well. And you can get all the way to Exmouth on your pedal bike. I know, because Jules and I did it, I think it might have been last year, it might have been, or the year before last, I can't remember. I just remember it was an incredibly steep hill. So yeah, so that's Sidmouth. And what we'll do, Jules and I are going to head off and get some lunch, and then we're going to get the bus back. So we'll probably next see you when we arrive back at Oakdown on our pitch. And there we are, we're back.
As if by magic.
Well, as if by magic, we've transported from Sidmouth back to the pitch. But we went to the Fort Cafe, and we had lunch with Jules's auntie and uncle, who actually live down here. So that was really nice. We haven't seen them for what, about nearly 2 years.
That's a little top tip from the end of this video, is when you think something's only been sort of 6 months, it's probably been 18 months to a year since we've actually seen them. So always keep in touch with family.
Yes, so that's exactly what we did. We went and had lunch. I had a jacket potato with beans and cheese.
And I had a jacket potato with tuna mayo.
And it was lovely, really nice. So the Fort Cafe, we've been there a few times, really like it there, so that was lovely. So there we go, that is Oakdown Holiday Park here on the outskirts of Sidmouth, and then getting the bus, the 899, down into Sidmouth, trot round Sidmouth itself. There's loads of other things to do around here. You can do the cycling, there's walking, there's bus routes in either direction.
But when you've got weather like this, this seems to be where you want to be.
Just want to sit on your pitch.
Absolutely.
And we've got treats, haven't we?
I don't know.
We stopped at Bridport Morrison's yesterday, and I did a click and collect because I didn't know what the parking was going to be like. And so I did a click and collect in the Travel Master. Do you know what? I'm not saying I just don't care, because I do care, but I didn't want to be in a situation where we went into the car park and we couldn't park. And I thought, if I've got a click and collect, at least I'm going somewhere. But no, there was loads of room for parking. So we did a click and collect, and I got twirl bars, star bars, lion bars, raspberry donuts, prawn cocktail crisps.
I haven't seen the raspberry donuts.
You've seen one of them.
Oh, I had one. But the rest I think is already gone.
I saw the other 3 yesterday afternoon. But yeah, so we've got some treats, but we've got healthy bits as well, because we're still being healthy, aren't we?
I am.
Yeah, Jules is. Being healthy. But yeah, so that's
what a little golden gem this is.
This is a brilliant site. It's lovely and peaceful. It's really immaculately clean. The facilities are fabulous. And for the price, I'm giving this site, I'm going 9 out of 10. The only way this would be a 10 out of 10 would be if a fish and chip van appeared. And I could have fish and chips for tea. Otherwise, a 9 out of 10.
But we are going to try a breakfast tomorrow over at the cafe.
Yeah.
We had a coffee yesterday, and I had a cookie, so I was naughty yesterday.
Yeah.
I had a cookie over there, and that was really nice.
I didn't have a cookie because I'd had 3 donuts. I thought best not. But yeah, we're going to go and try breakfast, aren't we, before we set off. So that's been Oakdown. I'll put all the links in the description. And next stop, we're heading to Goodrington Sands and Paynton, which is still Devon. We're going to Beverley Holiday Park. Not been to that one before. I think it's going to be a bit more holiday parkish, let me put it like that, but we'll see, because that's what we like to do, isn't it? Try out different things, and that's good value as well. I can't remember what I paid for that. I'll check my email out before I start the video.
So that'll be in the next one.
That'll be in the next one, which will be after this one.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah,
true to form, people are just about to start trimming, cutting and sorting the grass out, so we'll wrap this one up, I think, as we're here now, sat
enjoying
out in the sun.
Oh, this is lovely.
And
I
want a nice Pepsi Max.
Yeah, we'll get a drink. So there we go. So as always, I better start that again.
Absolutely.
So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one, guys. I threw her off a stride being able to talk.